This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Hello and welcome to your Monday. Hi, Jack.
Good afternoon, Swanee.
Rate your weekend out of 10.
Ooh, probably an 11.
Woo, I can't wait
It
to
was
hear.
a solid weekend.
Is this an off-air or an on-air conversation?
Most definitely off air.
Okay, well, I still look forward to it.
How was yours?
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Love it.
Really a great, relaxing, beautiful weekend. Now, we have a massive show planned for you today over the next 2 hours. We are going to get you in the draw to go and see Justin Timberlake.
In LA, Swanee.
In LA. That is very exciting. We're also going to be talking about Baby Reindeer on Netflix. Everyone's talking about it.
I am obsessed. I've got one episode left.
So exciting. But next, it's a big day for our friends in South Australia and New South Wales today. Kids are back at school. You would have dropped them off. You would have gone for a walk, done a bit of self-care, which may or may not involve just sitting quietly on the couch. I am going to give you a theme song for your day.
Exciting, Swanee.
Yes.
I love this. We'll also give you a Priceline Pharmacy voucher.
Sweet.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Thanks to Priceline Pharmacy. Speaking of...
Chrissie's Say G'day.
I mean, the only day better than the first day of school holidays when you realise that you don't have to get up and get your hustle on. That is the best time of school holidays. That first Monday where you wake up and you go, oh, I don't have to think about the lunch. I don't have to think about the breakfast. We're just going to potter around here today.
Do you get to sleep in a bit too? Do the kids sleep in on school holidays?
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
and
bliss.
then, they're able to just wander down the hallway without thinking, do I have my trombone?
Yeah.
Have I got, all of that sort of stuff.
Totally.
We set them up for a life of service. The only day greater than that day is the day that they do go back to school.
Yeah.
And today was that day for you, Brian. How are you feeling?
Oh, it was the best day of my life.
Give us a rundown, Brian, of the ages of your kids.
Oh, God, I got 4 handfuls. They're 13, 11, 10, and 9.
Far out.
Man, I'm looking at their names here. They all start with J.
Yes, my wife, she loves names that start with J, and we just went along with it.
So you've got Jamie, Jackie, Jessie and Jimmy.
Yep, that's right.
If there was going to be a fifth one, Brian, what was it going to be?
Oh, God, I'm getting my things tied.
I want to suggest Jesus. Which, weirdly, that baby would have been named after what you said after your wife told you she was pregnant again. Jesus! Now, Brian, I'm going to give you a theme song for the day.
Oh, what's that?
All right, so you've dropped them all off at school. You're driving away. And this blares out of your radio. If you feel like a room without... Yeah, Brian.
Crank it on the way to school pickup too.
That is your theme song, my friend, and a Priceline Pharmacy voucher to go and spend on a brand new lipstick for yourself.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good
I
on you.
love that.
Good on you, Brian. Catherine.
Yes, hi Chrissy, how you going?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm so happy kids are back at school today. It's like, it's lovely having them on holidays, but it's so good to drop them off with a big smile on my face and go and have a strong coffee and a big breakfast.
So is that
On my
exactly
own.
what you did? You dropped them off at school. You said, you go and live your best lives, kids.
Exactly what I did.
And then
yes.
you
And
went
a nice strong
straight to...
coffee.
Which cafe did you go to, Kath?
Oh, just one in the city. It's one of my favourites, and I'm a local there when I can get there and not, rushing around dropping kids off and trying to get to work. So,
Give it a plug. Give it a plug.
It's called the Small Cafe in the city in Adelaide.
Right near the
yeah.
Silver Balls, no doubt, Kath.
It is. It was the best coffee I've had in a while. So there you go.
So I'm
In
picturing you're sitting down, you've got your coffee at your little cafe, and you've ordered the big breakfast, and this is the song that's going through your mind. Sometimes I get a good feeling. Yes, Kat.
Yes, Kat.
Exactly, with a big smile on my face.
Yes, and I can make that smile bigger with a Priceline Pharmacy voucher just for you, Kath. Let's go to Kylie, also from Adelaide. What did you do after you dropped your precious baby darlings off to school?
I hit the gym this morning, and then I had a couple of glasses of wine at lunchtime. Just so enjoyed it. And don't worry, I'm not doing school pickup.
Yes, Kylie.
You sound a little bit like you've had more than a couple of glasses of wine, Kylie.
I'm here for it.
No, it just depends how big the glass is.
So I'm imagining you, Kylie, you're still in your active wear, you're sitting down at home and you go, bloody hell, there's no one here, I'm going to have a few glasses of wine. And this is the song that comes into your head. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Born to be alive. Born to be alive. And a Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you. Good for hangover cures, Kylie.
Thank you so much.
Have a
Speaking of
gorgeous day.
Priceline, Medical Monday returns after 3 o'clock today,
Oh
Swanee.
my God, the great Dr. Preeya.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Need a doctor today? Skip the waiting room. Speak to an Instant Scripts doctor online. Visit instantscripts.com.au. Managing your health made easy with Priceline Pharmacy.
Learn more at priceline.com.au. The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's talk about Baby Reindeer, please.
Please.
Loosely, a autobiographical story about a stand-up comedian in the UK called Richard Gadd, who was stalked by a woman that walked into a bar that he was working in, said she was a lawyer. They struck up, I'm going to say, friendship.
Yeah, sort of.
And things went very, very bad. We don't want to give away too much because it is on Netflix and it's the number one show and everyone's watching it. And you should watch it.
You should.
It's an easy watch. How many eps? 6, 5?
7 episodes.
7 eps. They're not very long.
Some are 30 minutes.
It's really worth watching. Obviously, the next part of the story is that people are intensely curious and they have tracked down the woman that is the stalker. The thing is, I read this article on the story and because, Google is my friend. And Richard Gadd was saying that the situations that happened are real, but the character in this story, Baby Reindeer, is not easily identifiable as the stalker.
Right, okay. So Martha, I believe, is the stalker's name
Correct.
on the show. Do we think they've maybe dramatised her personality and how she acts?
Yes, and where she's from and all of that sort of stuff.
Okay. And can I just say, Jessica Gunning, who plays Martha, does an unbelievable job at that role.
Unbelievable
Like the
job.
star of the show.
And the girl who plays the transgender girlfriend of
Yes.
Richard Gadd, fabulous.
Fantastic.
I've Googled the hell out of that too.
Neva?
Anyway,
Is her name Neva in real life, I think?
Yeah. I follow them all on Instagram now.
Ovs.
Ovs. So, Baby Reindeer, you and I have both watched it. I haven't finished it, actually.
I've got 1 ep to go.
But I've done that thing where, when you like a show and it's rare, you don't want to blow it all in one go. So I'm eking it out.
I get that, but don't eke it out too much because there's something in the
know.
binge because you remember all of the little bits that tie together.
It's shocking and awful and scary. However, yes, Jack, did you want to say something?
No, I was just going to say, speaking about how shocking it is, all I could think the whole time watching it was how brave it was of Richard Gadd to not only live this, but then play it.
Yes, and
In the
he
show?
actually said something like that. Have a listen.
It is a stalker story, but it's a stalker story with a twist. It's a stalker story done differently. Every now and again I have these sort of giddy bursts of excitement where I'm almost like a kid back at school. And then I have these bouts of, oh my God, everyone's gonna know my shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, everyone's gonna know what happened to me.
Yeah, and people get that same feeling when they share like their story in a book or an autobiography. It's like, it feels great to get it out. But then the moment comes that the book is released and someone on the street goes, hey, what about that situation you had in your kitchen? And you're like, oh, yeah, that's right. I've told everybody my innermost trauma and secrets.
And now everybody gets an opinion.
Exactly. Now, I want to talk about stalking in general because I'm watching Baby Reindeer and it's shocking and invasive and disgusting and illegal.
But so captivating and entertaining at the same time.
And also, I think I may have done similar things.
It's chaotic Chrissie entering her stalker era.
In my past, because I'm sitting on my couch judging this poor woman and I thought, hang on a minute, Chrissie. Before you judge this poor woman, think about the time that you caught a tram to your crush's house. And
should you be admitting this stuff?
And cut some flowers from his front garden, put them in your backpack, went home and contacted them onto the front of your school diary?
In like hope that he would see it and recognise that they are his flowers?
No?
Just to have memory of him near you?
Yes.
Right.
Is that...
Yeah, I wouldn't call it normal. But I'm not saying it's Richard Gadd level of...
No, it's not. But all I'm saying is...
You can draw a comparison.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure there are people out there that can too.
And I feel like we've all done stuff like that in hindsight we go, is that legal? Is that weird? Like, imagine if that guy, Paul was his name, imagine if he'd come out just at that moment and seen 16-year-old me with my mum's sewing scissors.
You could have a mugshot.
Like, that is really, like, yes.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
We're talking about Baby Reindeer. Everyone's talking about it on Netflix. It's a great series. It's about a man who meets an unusual woman in a bar and then she proceeds to stalk him. And he lets her stalk him because he's compassionate and empathetic. I get it.
He does. And the thing that I found really amazing about the show, Swanee, is that Donnie, who's the fictionalised character in the show, is played by Richard Gadd, who lived this experience.
That's right.
It's quite phenomenal.
It is fascinating. And I just want to reiterate here, stalking is illegal.
Yeah.
And ruins everyone's lives.
But you did it.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
I did not.
You went to someone's house and cut flowers from their front garden.
This is the thing. I was watching this poor woman on the screen, Martha, and judging her, and I thought, hang on. How is what she's doing different from catching a train to a strange boy's house that I had a crush on when I was 15 and clipping a flower from his yard to put on the front of my school diary? How is it different? Anon, this is serious. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Please tell me what you've done that is untoward behaviour.
So we had a very shady neighbour and we kind of found his Facebook and like a lot of other old accounts that he had, but also old arrest details, like arrest warrants on Google.
Google is a curious, crazy person's friend, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
And do you feel bad about what you've done to this dodgy neighbour?
No.
Not at all.
And Non, we're going to send you a double pass to Abigail, which is in cinemas now.
Colleen.
Hi guys, how you going?
Colleen, what is your shameful secret vis-a-vis following someone?
I had an ex-boyfriend who actually stole my horse, who was pregnant at the time, and I stalked him for about a week to try and see where he was driving and to see if I could find where he had taken her, but after about a week, I started to feel a little bit dangerous, so I stopped.
Did you do the proper stuff, like, you know, wear dark shades and a hoodie and eat donuts in your car while you were watching his whereabouts?
I slept in my car. I had a doona in my car. And
Colleen.
in my car.
Oh, Colleen.
Did you have to take like a week off work? Like, what about normal life?
I was in between jobs, so I left that horse.
So was there a moment, Colleen, where you were sitting in your car?
Yes.
Yeah, there was, wasn't there, where you went, hang on a minute, I've lost my mind. Colleen. Oh, hang on, he must be coming. She's spotted the horse, guys.
Sarah, what's the most stalker-like thing you've done?
Okay, so when I was about 13 and 14, and I can say this because he lives in the UK and I live in Australia, I was totally in love with this boy at school called Keith Bigden. And when he used to spit his chewing gum out on the floor, I used to get like a little pill jar and collect it and keep it in my bedroom.
Sarah, a hard relate. I absolutely would have done stuff like that. In fact, a distant bell is ringing.
No.
Well, the crazy thing is, as well, I moved to Australia like 8 years ago, so I had to have a good clean out. And I literally threw it away 8 years ago, and I've just turned 50. So I had it for literally decades.
Sarah, I blame Wham. I blame
It
Wham.
probably was.
Yep.
Yeah, it probably was.
And Nick Kershaw and Duran Duran and all of that weird love pop stuff that we just took in.
Sarah, I've got to ask, when you'd get the gum, was it still wet?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Sarah, what a shame you threw it out. You could have extracted some
know.
DNA and had his baby.
A double pass to Abigail for you as well, Sarah, which is in cinemas now.
Is this shocking to you?
Yes! I would never do stuff like
I
this.
feel like it's very normal for teenage girls. Caroline, what did you do?
Well, when I was younger, I was absolutely obsessed with Take That, like to the point where when they split up, like I rang the helpline and everything. And like literally, I could not cope. And just before they hit the big time, they lived down the road from where I did. And I once followed Howard Donald to the petrol station /servo. And he went in to get some and I stole his bike.
You stole his bike?
Yep, stole his bike. I cycled off on that thing as fast as the wind.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's clickbait.
You know, we often say, where the hell is Justin Bieber?
The Biebs.
What did you say last week? Because he keeps on popping up at other people's concerts and you're like, wish he'd turn up to his own tours as much as he turns up on other people's.
He's always rescheduling and cancelling his own. Or when I did see him in Melbourne a few years ago, you could quite obviously tell he did not want to be on stage. But then so-and-so is doing a show at Coachella. He'll be there. He'll jump on stage.
He sort of lopes around in a 7XL hoodie, doesn't he?
Yes.
Well, he's just done something that I personally disagree with.
Oh, what?
He has shared pictures of himself crying. Now, I have a zero tolerance policy on taking photographs of yourself while you're crying.
It's just fishing, full stop. You are fishing for empathy or for sympathy and for people to ask what's wrong.
I just can't imagine when I'm having a big boo-hoo.
Get the phone out.
To get your phone out, fight with it for the code or the face, whatever that it needs.
Face ID is probably not working because you're covered in tears.
So the whole time you're going, wait, I'm trying to work out. Hang on, I need my glasses. Wait, oh yeah, I'm in. Oh no, reverse camera. Sorry, I wouldn't be crying by then.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? I'd be over it because I'm distracted by trying to get my phone to work.
Poor Biebs, though. I do have a soft spot for him. And I agree with you, Swanee, but as his wife Hayley commented, he's a pretty crier. Like, he does look hot crying.
Yeah, look, I agree.
Yeah, like...
But why? Can you explain why we need to see these photographs of Justin Bieber weeping?
And it just...
it makes me worried for him.
Same. It, like, sparks so many more questions now about his well-being because we're all worried already.
Is he chopping onions or?
It's just got green, didn't it? As if he's chopping onions. He's not cooking. Nor is Hayley.
I was going to say his slave is doing it. No. What do they call it? A maid.
Yeah, he's housekeeper or chef.
Now, this headline is me. People are just discovering iPhone emoji layering trick. I am that person. I am people.
Learned about this.
What is this? Because you know I'm mad for an emoji.
Do you have your phone on you now?
I do, of course, as if I'm ever not with my phone.
Okay, go to our text thread.
Okay. Well, hang on, we can't share that.
I was going to say, do not read that those last two messages. Do not. Don't you dare.
Oh my God.
I had a fun weekend, we all know.
I'm so tempted.
Okay, so send me an emoji. Chrissy, I swear to God, I will fire off these ads.
I'm so tempted.
Chrissy, send me an emoji. No, because they could be listening. Send me an emoji.
Okay, all right, sure. Ooh, that was hard.
I know.
All right, just anyone.
Any
Doesn't
emoji.
Matter. Okay, hang on. Okay, I've sent it to you.
Okay. Okay, we've got the eggplant emoji. Now, what you're going to do is just drag another emoji that you like. So go back to your emojis.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, wait. Yes.
And then hold it and then just drag it across the eggplant. No. Go to your emoji page like
Mom!
this.
What? How do I go back to my...
I give up. This is too
No,
hard.
don't give up. How are we running over time?
No,
we're still
okay. I'm going to do it
So
to you.
one of these?
Yeah, and then hold it and then just drag it across the eggplant. Yep.
Why doesn't it work?
Okay, I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to send you that emoji, mouth open.
Yes.
And then if I drag the eggplant over that, it stays. So you can now stack emojis. And this is what this article is saying.
Well, open mouth and eggplant. What was your weekend?
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
I'm going to voice a little opinion here. I'm tired of people commenting on the fact that I wear my bum bag indoors, inside, in my house, on the street, at work, everywhere, every day, every minute.
I've got a solution.
No,
Stop
it's not
wearing
saying,
it.
You know that I can't, and you know for reasons that
I
I
know.
do not want to discuss, I must have all my things where I
Yes,
can
you
see
must.
them. Now, the bum bag has changed my life. I do wear it at home. You know that when I get changed, if I'm watching Baby Reindeer, for example,
Yeah.
if you're listening to this thinking, what the hell is with the bum bag? What is this? This will explain it to you. Even after I've had my shower and I'm in my Kmart matching tracksuit, watching television, I put the bum bag back on. I literally have a bum bag on me 24/7, okay? Now get used to it. If you want one, give us a call. We're going to be giving one away next in Quizzy.
We sure are. And Swanee,
Yeah.
we're going to be giving someone the chance to jet away to LA to see JT. You must register via the Nova Player app.
Hello, my name's John. I'm from Glenorchy.
No, you cannot enter, John. I say no.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
That would be the great Justin Timberlake. And if you like that song and you'd like to see him sing it live in Los Angeles, do not touch the dial. We're going to be putting someone in the draw before the end of the show.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
I just said that like a proper radio announcer that knew what was happening.
I know, I'm very proud of you. Well done.
The hell was that? I want to listen to it again.
Let's get an air check. Where's Sarah? Our boss is in town today as well.
I wasn't reading that. I did not have anything in front of me. It just rolled off my tongue.
I love it.
And I tied in the whole Justin Timberlake, the song, and
Well done, Swanee.
that's why I'm on the big bucks, Jack.
It sure is, my friend.
Sheena, did you hear that? That seamless plug between Justin Timberlake, the song, and Justin Timberlake, the concert, the prize?
Yes, it was great.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Sheena, do you watch Vanderpump Rules?
Sometimes.
Do you like Sheena on Vanderpump Rules?
Yes.
Good chat.
Sheena, do you know... No, and I'm not letting it go either. Like, if you thought that was good, have a look at this.
All right, go.
Sheena, do you know the singer Sheena Easton?
I don't, but I always get asked.
Or what if I say, my baby takes the morning train?
Well, I know that song, yes.
Good chat?
Good chat. Let's go to Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie.
Hey, Bon.
Do you like Bonnie
Hello.
Anderson?
Oh, yes, she's all right.
What about Bonnie Tyler?
Love music.
Do you like Bonnie Tyler, though?
I do.
Can I give you a little tidbit?
Sure.
Bonnie Tyler very famously sang the song Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Yeah.
And she came on a TV show that I was hosting called The Circle. And I thought it would be really funny because in that clip, she sings and the wind is blowing in her hair,
Yes.
right? So I thought Bonnie Tyler's going to love it if, you know, a middle-aged pregnant woman has a fan on.
I would love that.
So I had Tom Fay, who worked on the show, carry a little fan off camera and I sang Total Eclipse of the Heart into the fan and Bonnie Tyler nearly pressed charges. So that didn't go very well. All right, girls, let's hope this competition goes better. One of you is going to be walking away with a bum bag. Your names are your buzzers. Best of 5. First person to 3 gets the bag. Question number 1. Which actress has become the first Australian to receive the American Film Institute Lifetime... Yes, Bonnie?
Nicole Kidman.
Correct. Lifetime Achievement Award. Not bad for nothing.
Oh,
Question number
don't you
2.
dare. I love Nicole.
What is a common product used for anti-wrinkle injections?
Bonnie.
Yes, Bonnie?
Botox.
Yes.
2. Wait, is that 2 points to
That's
Bonnie?
2 to Bonnie, yeah.
Wow. This is for the win, Bonnie.
On
Bring it
this on this day in 1967, Aretha Franklin released her version of this song. She not only released her version of this song, but this is her version of the song. Yes, what is it called? Come on, man. Who?
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Respect.
Yes, for the win.
Woo!
What a great song too, Bonnie.
It's killer. Absolutely.
It is killer. You've got the bum bag. Good on you, mate.
Thank you.
You are so welcome.
You can fill it with boring conversations that me and Jack force on you.
Hey, coming up next, what's not boring is Medical Monday with Dr. Preeya Alexander. I'm so excited for this one.
What's oozing, Jack?
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We're so excited. We've got medical royalty in the studio.
Need a doctor? Skip the waiting room and speak to a doctor online with Instant Scripts. Visit instantscripts.com.au today.
I mean, here she
Monday
is. Oh,
with Dr. Preeya Alexander.
I do it every time.
Every time.
I promise you, when we play it again and we're going to be taking your questions for Dr. Preeya, I will not talk over the opener. Anything can happen. Welcome, Preeya.
Thank you. This is an amazing opener, friends. I'm excited.
I mean, we have been trying to get you in here regularly as our very own Dolly Doctor since we first went to air.
Yeah.
So we are very excited to have you. Everybody loves you.
We're busy people. Thank you, friends.
We are busy people. And as I said, this is going to be every Monday. Preeya is going to answer your medical questions. Hit us up on Instagram. Oozing, throbbing, whatever's happening.
We'll take it all.
But you were talking about being busy, and you are a very busy lady because you are like Dr. Chris Brown when he first started his career. He was this big superstar and he also worked in the vet surgery. You are a proper gigging doctor.
Yeah, babe.
And you're a radio star and you have your own podcast and you're releasing a cookbook.
You've made me feel good. This is a good place to be.
Oh, yeah, we're all about self-esteem
I love
here.
it. Thank you.
Your book is called Full Plate, and I have opened it to a random page, and it says zucchini slice.
Oh, yeah.
Now, controversial edition.
Zucchini slice?
No, babe. She's going to go here. Go on.
Okay, let's see how mystical you are. What is the controversial... Obviously, there's eggs and cheese and zucchinis in it.
Yeah, sister.
What is the controversial ingredient that I am going to have a problem with in this?
The bacon.
No.
Oh, I thought the bacon
Oh,
not
no,
being
the
in
bacon
it.
must be
The best
in it.
bit.
So, okay, let me explain Full Plate before we get into I can see where we're going here.
Yeah.
I just need to tell you, friends, this is a bloody book about easy, veggie-packed eating because
Yeah.
I'm passionate about the body and the brain and what you eat can impact that.
And the rainbows. We're here for the rainbows, Preeya.
Thank you, sweet Jack. But I think it's gotten a bit muddy, a bit confusing. There's too much out there. And I just say to patients, I am a gigging doctor, you're right, I'm still in the clinic. Mate, any rainbow counts, frozen, canned, fresh. Let's simplify. Yes. Things are expensive. I just make little small tweaks. Like I might leave the bacon out of the zucchini slice. I know people freak out, but it's
Get out of the studio.
And Medical Mondays is over.
Yeah, done.
It ends quickly. But it's to reduce the processed meat for bowel cancer, the salt. You want to add it, go for it. The book is for everyone. Food allergies, kids. If you want to put the bloody bacon in, you do it, sister.
Preeya, why is there corn in the
mate.
zucchini slice?
Because it's a rainbow. And it's cost effective. That's why. And it adds a sweetness. Until you've tried it, don't knock it.
I've never tried corn in zucchini slice, and my mum used to make it for me for lunch because I love it so much.
Yeah.
But I just don't know if the zucchini slice needs the texture of the corn.
It does, because I
Okay.
don't put the bacon in.
Right, so it adds that, replaces
yeah,
that.
Correct. And all I'm trying to do is just add in the rainbow wherever you can. Canned beans, frozen, whatever it is.
Everything old is new again. There's tuna mornay
Oh,
in here.
mate, there's a tuna mornay. I'll tell you my secret there. There's no white sauce. I reduce the saturated fat. I use creamed corn. Increase the veg and it's delicious.
Actually, and if you're on Instagram, go to Preeya's Instagram, dr.preeya.alexander, because I did see a video of you making the tuna mornay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My kids love that puppy. But can I just say, this is for people who don't know where to start. You're
Yes.
overwhelmed. You want one meal for everyone. You've got a gluten-free person at the table,
Yeah.
someone who's allergic to dairy, and you've got an infant starting solids. And you go, am I making 6 meals? No, you're not.
No.
Because the book has a key. Follow the key. I give you ways to adapt it. It's
Preeya,
just easy, yummy cooking.
I love it so much. It's getting back to basics, and we've all gotten away from that.
Yeah.
Preeya, you are going to stick around and finally answer our medical questions. But in the meantime, we're going to enjoy this little grab of you in your kitchen cooking Holy Mama.
Cut some rainbows. Got a little bit of cucumber. Let's shred a little bit of lettuce. I don't care. Just shred it, baby.
Yes!
Rainbows.
Rainbows!
Oh my goodness, I did not know you guys had done that. I'm embarrassed now.
And finally, this is happening.
Need a doctor? Skip the waiting room and speak to a doctor online with Instant Scripts. Visit instantscripts.com.au today. Medical Monday with Dr. Preeya Alexander.
Every Monday, we are opening the door to our very favourite straight talking normal doctor, Preeya Alexander. We're so thrilled.
Thank you, team.
Now, we've been inundated with questions from listeners that you're going to answer. We're going to do this every Monday. Slide into our DMs on Instagram if you want Preeya to have a crack. Question number 1. Advice for perimenopause symptoms. Am I going crazy?
Holy mama, this is a big one. You're not going crazy. I say holy mama a lot. I
But we
know.
love it. We love it.
It's a Preeyaism.
It's best.
But what is perimenopause? Let's be clear here. Menopause is you haven't had a period for a year, so no period. Perimenopause is that lead up time to that. Hormones are going all over the shop. Estrogen, progesterone, your period cycle lengthening out starts to happen. You might experience vaginal dryness, skin dryness, irritability, sleep changes, hot flushes, lots of things. You are not going crazy. This is an entity we're talking about more and more. If you are experiencing stuff, you're in your 40s, because the average age of menopause in Australia is 51. But if you're experiencing anything, go and talk to a GP who's going to see you and hear you, who you feel safe with.
What do you say to the GP?
Yeah, good question.
What is the sentence, the opening sentence?
I would say I have noticed some changes and I think it could be perimenopause. And then I would write down on your phone notes app before you go in whatever you've noticed. So cycle lengthening, I'm noticing I'm more irritable, I'm more teary, my skin is more dry, vaginal dryness is impacting my sex life, whatever it is. Put it down so you're ready to go.
I'm so sorry. Vaginal dryness.
I thought I would be the child in this conversation, Preeya.
I have to be honest, I was looking to you to make sure you were okay.
I'm sweet with this stuff.
You said it twice and
It's critical.
I was trying not to
I've actually got a
laugh.
question, Preeya. These symptoms, because I'm a little bit obviously ignorant when it comes to this space, how long do they last for? Is it a couple years or 3 years that people go through this? Or
It can vary. So for some people it might be months, for others it can be years. But can you imagine if you're dealing with all of this and you think, like this person has said, you're going crazy and you're not having the support that you need. So you come and talk to Preeya. This is a trigger for me to go, okay, I've got to start thinking about chronic disease risk. Let's do a blood pressure check, a cholesterol, diabetes check, a heart disease risk assessment. What are your bones doing? Are you high risk for osteoporosis? Is your cervical cancer screening up to date?
Oh my God, this
Your
sounds all
mammogram.
very depressing.
No.
And if anyone's like me, I would listen to that and go, I'm not going to the doctor.
Chrissie Swan. Well, but I'm keeping you healthy. It's a trigger for me to go, let's keep Chrissie healthy and let's not miss anything and optimise health. But there are things we can do for the symptoms, just so that our friends listening know, don't suffer silently.
See, I like the idea of them checking everything and being like and overanalyzing me, because it puts my health anxiety at bay. You and I are very different in that space. I've never realised.
You're a bit avoidant, Chrissie Swan.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
am. Yeah.
All right, question number 2 for Medical Monday.
Just 1 second.
It's a psychology session now.
Everybody's talking about perimenopause. I feel like I'm going crazy because I don't relate to any of it. I don't have anything like that.
Great.
And I'm turning 51 this year.
And there are people like you out there. So I think it's important to realise that not everything I've just mentioned is going to be perimenopause. It could be a thyroid disorder, iron deficiency, which is why I check your bloods to make sure. Don't forget, mood disorders like anxiety or depression can present with symptoms like fatigue and irritability too. So some people have something else going on. Maybe it's perimenopause, or maybe you're lucky and like you, where you breeze through.
Is it possible that I'm not going to get any of this vaginal dryness and hot flushes?
Well, once you go through menopause, you'll notice as you get older, vaginal dryness can be a factor because the estrogen goes down, and that's when we'll talk, sister.
My vagina's
Without
fine.
the giggling.
My vagina's fine. All right, next. Everyone's talking about getting a flu shot. Do we need to get a COVID shot as well?
So flu shot, please, everybody. This is for everyone, okay? So the flu shot, if we can just say this, everyone over 6 months of age can safely get the flu shot. If you get a flu shot, it reduces your risk of getting the flu.
Mm-hmm.
If you do contract it, because it's not 100%, we don't sell it as 100%. If you still get the flu, it reduces severity. It's the seatbelt. You might get in the car accident, but you're less injured, right? So that's the flu shot. The COVID booster, the 2024 recommendations have come out. If you're over 65, consider a booster every 6 months.
See, no one cares about COVID anymore.
Well, we should, because there are still people having severe illness and dying.
I know, but we just don't care.
It's not talked about, is it?
No.
Yeah, so we're talking about it.
I didn't even know that you could still get a COVID shot. There you go.
Yes, and so if you're 18 to 64, you're immunocompromised, so you have a medical condition that impacts your immune system.
Yep.
Again, they've said a booster every 6 months. If you're like us, 18 to 64 you can consider it every 12 months, more frequently after you chat to your GP.
Right. So more critical for everyone to go and get now, though, would probably be the flu shot coming into winter.
Flu shot.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Preeya Alexander. That was our first proper edition of Medical Monday. Go and get Preeya's new book, Full Plate. It'll sort your dinners out for the whole week.
And if you want to be featured on Medical Mondays with Dr. Preeya Alexander, send us an email via Instagram.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Have you seen that little bit of Jake Gyllenhaal? He's leaving a night show and he's sort of hamming it up, and the blurb on it is Jake Gyllenhaal handing over the title of Most Hated Ex to Maddie Healy. Speaking of Taylor,
Chrissie's Clickbait.
my queen and saviour Taylor Swift says she's fired up to return to Eras Tour after the Tortured Poets Department success. She says, my mind is blown. Well, mine's not. I always knew it would be an amazing album, but I was not expecting 31 tracks.
31 is a lot.
31 is a lot. And when it happened, my inbox on Instagram was flooded with messages basically saying, are you okay?
And were you?
No.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I thought my initial reaction is, because if you're not across it, we've been waiting forever for this album. We got the 15 tracks at 2 p.m. We thought that was it. At 4 p.m. we got another 16.
Yeah.
31. And my initial reaction, the music director here, Scott, said to me, you know that there's another one dropped, and I just pretended I didn't hear him.
Because it's just too much to handle.
Is she trying to kill me?
The first 15 were the best, I've got to say.
No, I disagree.
Oh, really? I've been really trying to listen because I want to love it. And there's a few songs that I'm really loving, but I can't get around the second lot.
You'd like Down Bad. I know the ones that you'd like.
I can do it with a broken heart.
Yeah, anything with a vague bop is yours. And, of course, anything that makes you want to end it all is my vibe with Taylor Swift. And I give you my favourite song off the album, which is on repeat in my car, Robin.
Way to go,
Tiger! Yes! You should... I dropped a saucepan off to a friend on the way home, on the way to work today.
Yeah.
And he said, what are you listening to? And I said, Taylor! All day, every day, suck it.
This stinks.
No, it doesn't
It
stink.
does. Compared to this, this is a bop.
Do it with a broken heart. Vicky, the receptionist, is
My
dancing.
birthday. Yes, Vicky.
Shake your ass, bitch. Anyway, enough about Taylor. Let's move on to... What is the second story? Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, okay. So anytime I see Caitlyn Jenner in the news, even if it's like completely unrelated, I always clip it, because it means that if I bring it up on this show, the Chrissie Swan Show, to which you are currently listening, I am going to get for free an impersonation of Caitlyn Jenner by my friend Jack.
Am I going to get in trouble for doing this, though?
This is the great risk.
Okay.
This is the great risk. So I'll tell why she's in there. She says she's walking in a great suit, by the way, and
Yes,
a very
Katie.
expensive blow wave. It's a shot taken from the back. She's lifting up her rude finger and she's saying there is no place for terrorist sympathisers in the USA. Get the hell out of the USA and let's put an end to this madness by voting Donald Trump to restore law and order. What do you have to say about that, Jack?
Make America great again, baby!
Yeah!
Yeah, baby, we're voting Trump!
Can you give me...
Where's my baby Kai?
That's the one I love!
Don't forget to vote Trump, Kai! Oh, that's us
so brilliant.
Hey, Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next, and they're going to be calling someone and awarding them the first class and 50K prize.
Today's the day.
You're in the draw. Do not turn off.
Call it, Jack. Where is the winner going? New York City, Paris, or London?
Paris.
I'm going New York City.
All right, let's check back tomorrow.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.